We are not protecting the business, Geno. We got Marks putting out albums.
Is
what
my
is
son
this?
a vampire? Like, is he glamming me?
This is a real album? Like, that's going to be... If we still had Sam Goody, would this be there?
We only get so many sets of 10 years. We make almost of it, and then we die here.
Mikey Ruckus and his amazing EP of the 4 eras of Sting that is only available at AEW Music.
Is this, like, going to get him fired finally? I feel like if Mikey Ruckus was married to a Young Buck, he'd be fired by now. They would fire a Young Buck husband or wife for putting out this stupid fucking album for Sting's retirement. This is so dumb. Nobody wants a Sting album. I'll take the snow globe. Yeah, we fired that wife for making a snow globe. Get rid of Mikey Ruckus. He's an idiot. We're wasting resources. What are we even listening to? What Mikey Ruckus sees in his head when he looks at Surfer Sting video from Bash at the Beach? Like, what is he, watching Peacock and writing? Like, I don't want to know what Mikey Ruckus is mused into creating by each Sting era. And there's only 2 Sting eras. What are we even doing? 4 eras? Are they giving Red and Black its own era, Geno?
They're giving the Surfer Sting era, the Crow era, the Icon era, the TNA era, and then the AEW era. So it's the 4 eras. WWE does not even get recognized, just Surfer, Crow, TNA, Impact, AEW.
TNA Sting doesn't get his own era. He's the same. Joker Sting does, though, and that sucked, by the way. Make a bad song for that era, Mikey. Can we see Mikey Ruckus? What does this guy even look like? Where did he fucking come from? Who is he related to? Is he Brandy's nephew? Whenever I look into someone who I don't know how they have a job, it's like Brandy Rhodes' 3rd cousin. That's how we found out why Scorpio Sky matters. All right, Geno, here he is. Mikey Ruckus. Get rid of him. After Buzz TV is still around. No way. Don't tell me, who's that girl? Maria Menounos is hosting an after show.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV.
How pathetic is it that I even knew what this was? I'm embarrassed. Next thing we see, it's actually her.
ESPN of TV Talk.
You guys thought I made that up. You thought I just pretended she was on this, huh?
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of...
Is she the most beautiful woman that ever lived? I know she's ugly.
Maria
It's irrelevant. She's so pretty.
Menounos, and you're tuned in to...
Oh, I'm so torn. Is she the one?
AfterBuzz TV.
Can we Mandy Rose her? Wait, no. Sonya Deville her.
ESPN of TV Talk.
Both. Mandy Rose had someone at her house, right?
Now, let the buzz...
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Who's mixing this?
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here.
All right, so Mikey Ruckus is on this. We at least get to see him. Look, there he is. Oh, my God, Geno, he's a word?
And he's just an amazing artist. He's a musician that they have needed, because if they didn't have him, they'd have someone worse. Right now, the closest thing we have to a Dale Oliver again is Mikey Ruckus that we have to respect.
I did not know he was an N-word.
From my ear and practice.
So I look at video of Sting and I think, yo, my nigga, this is what I'm thinking. I better get this down. People gotta hear this.
That's so cool to hear.
No one cares what you're thinking when you see Sting entrances.
That you figured this stuff out and
You have nothing to do with Sting, my fandom of Sting, my wrestling fandom ever. I don't want your soundtrack on Shawn Michaels, a wrestler I actually like. I don't care about Sting, so of course I don't care about your Sting songs. You could make songs about Kurt Angle. I wouldn't listen to him.
learn this stuff on your own without necessarily going through a more structured route. But to me, it sounds more like an art of love, because you're like, I love doing
Imagine this media tour. You somehow end up on this show. Who is after this, Monty and the Pharaoh?
and I'm doing it, as opposed to, well, I guess I got to go to this school and learn this thing and do this next thing. When did you realize, though, this was more than just a hobby for you?
It's not. I'm still figuring that out. Only Tony Khan takes me seriously.
Happened. How did you get connected?
And he's not enough to legitimize me.
With them? Was it like you're
every time you skip to a part, it's this idiot in the suit talking.
The power of Twitter.
Does the moron we clicked on get to speak? Let's see.
Let's look.
So it all varies, and especially in the beginning,
he's gay too.
We had some talent that already had their music with them. So, and there are a handful that have their own. Like Darby does have his own music.
We have some talent who chose royalty-free songs over mine.
got Wick of Fame
Like
to
Adam
create his
Page
music
and
for him.
MJF.
So in the very beginning, it was just me and Brandy. I communicated to Brandy. Brandy communicated
Your aunt? Tell us more. How'd you get this job?
to the EVPs and the talent, and then they filtered all of that back to me.
Geno, this guy's ruining Sting's retirement.
I don't think anyone's ruining Sting's retirement more than the Young Bucks. Even if this is Sting's decision that the Young Bucks be the guys that he goes out with, it still is disappointing. Sting should have had FTR. It would have been perfect for FTR to actually get a rub, but he chose the Young Bucks over
Geno,
actual
get the
good
EP.
tag.
I want it now. I want to hear it now. I've decided we're listening to it now. Look, AEW Music, Mikey Ruckus's Sting EP. Here we go. And it's a Surfer era, the Crow era, the Showtime era, and the Icon. Geno, you lied. There's no TNA era. So, yeah, I want this album, Geno. I don't want a preview. Now I want full songs. I want to study it. I'm going to get
Search up AEW Music on YouTube. It's right there.
That was worth interrupting my bit for. Yeah, Geno, tell me more. What should I Google?
Nothing. It's just right there on YouTube. You don't have to
Okay.
pay anything. You don't have to support this
Thanks.
company anymore. We don't need to contribute anything to AEW anymore. They're garbage company.
Thank God Geno's there to interrupt us with that obvious. Like, what would be the first thing you would do to fucking find it? Search up AEW Music. I'm trying to tell you, Geno, I'm going to study it. I'm going to go into the music theory of it. Here we go. Track 1, Neon Warrior. Fake drums, this sucks. You're shit, Mikey Ruckus. He can't even play drums, Geno. He had to get electronic drums. This guy's got a Fruity Loop electronic drum kit. Those aren't real drums. This is soulless. This
Is my
is
son a
terrible.
vampire? Like, is he glamming me?
And he makes money to do this. This is a hobby. We're acting like he made it. No, you're being validated by being Tony Khan's little plaything, his producer version. You're not even wrestler level. He's tier 0, Geno. I hope Sting dies and we get his obituary. We get his, what's it called, Geno, when you cut him open and shit, his autopsy. And we found out he's had one leg this whole time. He is all the Von Erich's problems in one body. He's been wrestling on one foot. He's depressed. He shoots himself in the head to die. That's the other family, the Gilbert family. He's got all the mental illnesses of the suicidal Sting wrestling families all in one. Because there's more than one mentally ill wrestling family. And they'll find a way to die. And Sting I want it all. Here in this song, I want Sting to get it all. Oh. I want him to drive a truck, Geno, with Jay Briscoe's daughter in it. And you know how this ends. They crash head on into Mikey Ruckus. We are not protecting the business, Geno. We got Marks putting out albums.
Is
What
my
is
son
this?
a vampire? Like, is he glamming me?
This is a real album? Like, that's going to be... If we still had Sam Goody, would this be there? Geno, would I be able to buy this somewhere?
I'm sure Tony Khan would, if they still cared about mass distribution of music, they would do this in a heartbeat to make as much money as they could because of how bad the AEW video game failed. They want to make as much money from media as they can.
What the fuck? We got to get Merritt back. This is what happens when money is everything, Geno, and that's what happened. You saw a lot of people over the last
Is my son
20
a
years.
vampire? Like, is he glamming me?
There's been more than one person in the last 20 years who thought, I'd love to run a wrestling company, including Freddie Prinze Jr. But one guy with the most money is able to put out full albums, put a show on TV, sign shady backroom deals. His dad's selling terrorist hotels. We don't know what's going on with this Khan family. But you can make a song this bad and release it for real if you have enough money. This is sick. And I'm pretty sure this is a Fozzy song. Geno's Vacuum sent $2 and said, JT and Kev can mix a better song. Papa Uchiha sent $2 and said, I hope we get Blackface Sting one last time. Yeah, where's the Blackface Sting song? That should be a full era track. That should be a whole side of a cassette. This should be a multi-disc album, and a whole disc is Blackface Sting. Yeah, why did Jericho go to the ring to this song Wednesday? Whoa! Here comes Sting! Hey, Mikey, can you make a song about Rick Rude's dick? Conrad's fat! We need a Conrad song. He's Sid Vicious! We can make this song about anyone. His name's Gil Berg. This song could actually get good with the right lyrics. I'm starting to think maybe Mikey Ruckus ain't the problem. Maybe Sting's the problem. We just made it about the wrong guy. Whoa! He's EC3. So how do we not have a cover for this era? We couldn't find a photo? Why am I looking at white and black Sting while this song plays? As much as that was gay, that song we just heard, so was Surfer Sting. So Mikey Ruckus is just encapsulating eras. And also, Sting as a wrestler sucks. So if this album sucks, that works, doesn't it? Let's hear track 2, the Crow era. Let's face it, the only era that counts, the whole career, we'll call this track, the Crow era. Let's see what he did here. And I wanted to really capture the darkness. Because you had to be there, Geno, when Hollywood Hogan betrayed us. And his foot was on wrestling's throat. And Sting didn't think he had a chance, so he gave up. And he hid. He ran away, and he knew it. He felt hollow. He felt like the Crow. This sounds more like Surfer Sting to me. Yeah, this is Surfer Sting. This is Sting not getting to wrestle The Undertaker. It's all WWE Sting in the end. Has this guy ever seen a Sting match? What this album really points out is that Sting doesn't know Sting. Sting, this is what other people apparently felt when they saw your character. Sting around this era, Crow era, give him the mic, guess what he's going? It's showtime! He just kept cutting the same promo as Surfer Sting. Does this sound like it's showtime to you in a song? Does this sound like woo to you? Because this guy was still yelling woo when he was supposed to be a crow. And how are we going to ignore Red and Black Sting? Track 4 better be called Red and Black. I mean, it better be rap. It better be a hip-hop joint, like the Wolfpack theme. But hey, I'm feeling this one. You know, would I do this for just any song? No. I'm rising out of my seat. There's a beam of light coming out of my chest. This song fucking sucks. Get this shit out of here. Geno, this is the shit you listen to? Is this anime?
I wanted to listen to see what Mike Riggis won. What's so special and how he considers all four. Especially I wanted to hear because I wanted to hear what he did for this new version of The Arrival, his AEW theme song, version 2.
What? AEW gets a whole track? All right, this one's called Wrestling in a Shirt. And let's see if it captures this era like the title does. They got the snow machine working. They figured out that visual effect. They got that off Video Blocks. Conrad Thompson downloaded it for him. The snow vector. The Sting track better have a free fall off something high. So it sounds exactly like the other songs. Every one of these fucking songs is the same. Where's the Brody Lee album? Hold on, this is great. Hold on. Did you hear that part? Hold on. And this is only good because of JT. I'm going to start crying. Geno, we have to listen to the JT version first, huh?
We could, but I actually did send him the TNA version because I wasn't sure if he would feel like doing a whole other rendition of this, but I feel like this could do perfect with another JT version if he feels up to doing a whole separate rendition and mastering with this new version as a farewell to Sting.
Here we go, Geno. You ain't
Just like Randy Burn the Fiend. Kevin Burns' ghost, his name was Danny.
And I think I need to step away. The sun got too bright and too hot for me. And I don't think I'm meant to be near it anymore. I want to come down to earth with everybody else and just kind of look up at it for a while.
Just step back. What you gonna do it?
This is one of many songs JT has saved over the years. Another one is Matt Hardy's Damascus. JT made that a slammy track, and otherwise we would have never noticed it. Kevin, why'd you do that?
You only get so many sets of 10 years. We make the most of it, and then we die here. We bring the great thumb in form of audio. We never sit it down. You watch it explode. You only get so many sets of 10 years. We make the most of it, and then we die here. We bring the great thumb in form of audio. We never sit it down. You watch it explode. Just like Randy Burn the Fiend.
Oh, that one reminds me of Ayako. Oh. Remember? You guys want to see her labia lepora? All right, Mikey, get to the point. Mikey Ruckus, some Ice Cube looking chubby black with a flat brim on, trying to play piano deep. Stop it. This guy definitely got molested with SmackDown on UPN. This guy got molested with UPN on Thursday. And he saw Jimmy Wang Yang come into the ring smiling. And Mikey wasn't happy that night. Mikey had a mouthful of cum. And he said, one day I'm going to do that instead of this. Is that not every wrestler's origin story? He's just like the wrestlers. This song sucks. Anyone could do this. And now he's in AEW heels, teaching makeup classes and getting free therapy. This company's shit. I can't wait till it's gone. Oh, here we go. I take it all back. AEW's the best. Sting's awesome. Mikey Ruckus rules. So many tens of 10 years, we make the most of it, and then we die here. Tell him, JJ. Danny Burn the Fiend. Kevin Kills co-host, and his name was Danny. Kicks him, bro. Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Now, Geno, where's that energy when we drop from the ceiling, right? Because, look, we dropped from the ceiling, and look at how exciting it could have been. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is there no audio in this video? How funny would this be with audio? Look, so there's the crowd. Look. Oh, my God. I guess if there's no audio, we can play that song over it. That'll bring the energy, right? Here we go. Empty building. It's like Danny Burn the Fiend. Randy was my co-host named Danny. That's the song for sure. That's why we're buying the EP, right? We want track 4. JT re-record. We need an updated version with this remix, the 7-minute edition. What a jam. Mikey Ruckus wins us over. But look, here's Sting coming down with no one there, which this angle is hilarious. And then just how slow he's moving, too, at a certain point. It's like, and then just his arms and his posture. It's not really his posture, right, since it's hooked to the back of his jacket. But he just looks hunchbacky. You know, do something with your arms besides that. But there he is coming down with no one there to save Darby. And what a great caption. Look, AEW Neckbeards posted this video and said, Sting drops from the rafters in his last nationally televised appearance in front of a capacity crowd. Oh, Geno, how sad, huh? Remember how dumb we were? We thought AEW was going to win the war, huh?
We did. We thought they were going to win the war back when they were able to have and actually pop 1 million viewers. And now, for a whole year straight, they have never been able to hit that 1 million mark. Even with the Big Bang Theory giving them the big viewership, they've never been able to do it for this past 365 days.
And then we watched SmackDown tonight, and Roman made The Rock acknowledge him. That was cool. That's what The Rock meant by wrestling being cool. Not Sting, Geno. He meant the bloodline, like he said. He told us what he meant during the show tonight. Now, Geno, don't be worried. I know when you saw Sting hanging from the Raptors like this, you were concerned. But here I am to put your concerns to rest with a headline. So check this headline out. You know this is going to be good, right? With Logan Paul in the picture. Nope, that's not Logan Paul. That's Martha Hart. You guys ready to laugh? Get ready to laugh. These are the times in life that we enjoy, right? It's about smiling, but even more so, it's about laughing. So you're going to get to laugh right now. It's more than a smile. This is the lifeblood. Not that adrenochrome shit. Not that fear and anxiety. No, laughing. So look, here we go. According to Ringside News, AEW collaborated with Martha Hart for Sting's rafter descending entrance. What? Why? Collaborated. Hey, you want to kill this guy? Like, what's the point of linking it to a death? Geno, hasn't it been long enough? We're coming up on 30 years now. We're not allowed to view, duplicate, or destroy the video of Owen Hart dying. But we're also not allowed to get over it. Not that I'm not saying get over it, right? It's tragic. I loved Owen the most. He was the king of hearts. I'm a little brother like Owen, okay? I died that day. My birthday was May 24th, and I was a little brother. I died that day, Geno. The event was May 25th. You had to be there, Geno. So I'm not saying get over it, but this is a little oversensitive, a little unnecessary, and it's probably not helping Martha get over it. Do you think Martha is sitting around waiting for a phone call about collaborating over a wrestler coming down from the rafters? She doesn't want that phone call, and she probably has to deal with it every time it happens now. This was an unfortunate reminder for her that this shit even happened. It was an overreach by AEW, an attempt to be too sweet, Hulk Hogan style, NWO. Attempt to be too sweet, and it just comes across insensitive in a pandering marketing way. Like they wanted the headline more than the collaboration. So this is upsetting, Geno. Geno, if your husband died, fallen from a ceiling, you wouldn't want Sting to talk to you about it 20 years later.
And I wouldn't want that, but I feel like if I was a part of the disciplinary committee, which I feel Martha Hart might be a part of all these great talks that Tony Khan has because of her collaboration she's had for these years with the Owen Hart Cup, she has to have these discussions with Tony Khan, whether it be about a rafter spot or anything, because of how important Martha Hart is to Tony Khan, as he loves to talk about her whenever he has a chance to avoid any other question.
Let's talk to Jimmy Corderas, too, the ref that got dropped on. Let's talk to Jeff Jarrett. He was there that day. Let's talk to Jim Ross. Isn't he working for us now? Let's collaborate with everyone who's had their best friend die in front of them that day. Someone who lost the father of her kids. Let's collaborate with her on Sting falling from the fucking ceiling. Like, now is this just Owen Hart forever? Because Geno, every time I see somebody go through the barricade next to the ring in WWE, I call that the Nia Jax spot. Even though it's not her, she didn't come up with it. She wasn't the first to do it, but she's really fat, so I think of her when people go through that now. So Owen Hart died, Geno. This is his Nia Jax spot. You can't get lowered down without him coming into the conversation. And Geno, we know the quick release was the problem, so don't use the quick release. And judging by Darby Allin here, look at he starts untying a fucking Swiss Army knot. Look, he's over here going to town. He's disarming a bomb behind Sting's neck right here. So I think he's safe, and I don't think we need Martha Hart tying the shoes or the laces of the cord. What can she offer? What is she going to – we might kill Sting by relying on Martha Hart's advice. She's not qualified, Geno.
And she's not qualified, but she does worry so much to make sure that Sting does the Logan Paul spot properly, because that is what I connected all to, is Logan Paul's amazing WrestleMania entrance is exactly what Sting went through. So Sting got to have his great Logan Paul moment before he retires.
So she's not there, Geno, to be the government regulating it, right? This really is so fake. It's the more you look into it, the worse this is. It would be one thing if maybe she did get some expertise on, rock climbing tools and how to use them in a sports entertainment setting or something. But no, this really is just all posturing. It is bringing up someone's dead husband just to look good. It is just being not collaborating where she helps you, but where you help her. We're going to sit her down and make sure she's okay with it. And like she's going to say no. No, Sting can't come from the ceiling. Of course. And then, I wish she did actually. But no, they put her in this shitty position of remembering her dead husband and now making her approve a wrestler do it again. So, yeah, this was about her giving her blessing. So, according to the article, Martha Hart gave her blessing for Sting to use the entrance, the comedy entrance that Blue Blazer used, which is why the dramatic moment unfolded as planned. This thoughtful approach, and this is why they did it, for these brownie points. This thoughtful approach, demonstrates AEW's commitment to respecting the concerns and wishes of those affected by past tragedies in professional wrestling. So they're good guys, Geno. They're so sweet. We should be happy about stealing their pay-per-views. I mean buying them. Now look at this, Geno. Did you know Sting has kids he abandoned? So one of them is Steve Borden. And maybe he didn't. Isn't that Sting's name, Steve Borden? Maybe he didn't abandon this Steve, but look, He's a young athlete. His father is Sting himself. Look, he grew up to be a well-adjusted white man. And look, he posted about his dad. Oh, my God, I'm going to cry. Look at this. He wrote, and this is like what girls do, where they take text and put it in a picture. So it's a white picture with black text. And look, a bunch of them. Look at all the pictures we have to read. Oh, my goodness. So Steve Borden Jr. on Instagram says, "You were Sting before I was born." Can we put on one of those Sting songs? No. That ain't the one, Geno. We're going to go with his Sting, and his name is Sting. Here we go. All right. You were Sting before I was born. I've never known a life where the possibility of you rappelling from the rafters, diving off high objects, and scorpion death dropping people doesn't exist. But now that day has nearly come. And I've never had more respect and admiration for you than I do today. There's too many things I could say. I don't know how to encapsulate it all. For now, I'll just say this. You did it, Dad. You found a way. Through nearly 4 decades, you laid it all on the line. You stayed electric the whole way. You did that while also teaching me what it means to be a man of character, integrity, and grit. Whoa. Nick Wayne should be writing something like this about Christian right now on Instagram. Let's keep it consistent, Ruckus. Where's our Christian album? Each track is named after one of Christian's sons. Kill switch. More importantly, you showed me, and you're showing me now. Garrett, Gracie, and I have you to thank for more good than you'll ever know. I know you remember what my answer was that day as a kid in Central Park when I was asked who my hero was. The answer is still the same. Whoa! His name is Sting. I'm still convinced you're the coolest dude to walk the planet. Now it's time for one last ride. I'm not ready for it to be over. Was this guy a mark? But I'm ready for you to enjoy the sunset. Shake up, Sting! Until then, I can't wait to watch you go do Sting things one more time. I love you, Dad. Icon forever. The Face Paint King? What? Sting? Sting? What? Was that, did they say Face Paint King? This is unacceptable.